All right. So, how much do college degrees actually matter when it comes to information technology?
I think it definitely looks good on your resume to start off with, but I think it really comes down to the certifications and like honing in on exactly what you want to go after in the field of IT.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, from just a fundamental, doing business in a workplace perspective, you got to have a college education of some sort, ideally, or if not, at least work towards it.
Right.
But on the flip side, information technology is constantly evolving, so that's why the certifications are helpful to kind of, sharpen your skills and keep up to date with those technologies.
So, it could be argued that, depending on your job, that your certification is actually more important than the college degree.
Yeah, absolutely. College degree, that's something you did, 10, 20 years ago, and, as you continue in the workplace, it just gets further and further away. But those certifications, especially a lot of ones nowadays, you got to re-up those every 2 or 3 years. Right. So that's definitely a good way to show on your resume that you're staying up to date with your technical education.
And that was a big issue with me. Was in the beginning, I got my associate's degree in computer engineering, and just like, okay, then maybe that's all I need. But then it was very job specific, and my first job, as I wanted to evolve, I needed to start getting the certifications. It just brings to another question, is just, can you be successful in IT with neither? With no certification or no degree? Like the true accidental IT pro that they just happen to be at a smaller company that just, boom, they just get it. They have the, the technical aptitude to just get it, and then they're off and running. What do you guys think?
Well, what I was going to say with that specifically is, yeah, you could fall into it. I mean, I could just, I could be a great mechanic maybe if I, sat in my garage trying to figure out how to take my car apart. But, when your time at that particular job may run out, well, now when you go searching for a job, it's going to be kind of difficult to explain your knowledge and credibility if you don't have anything to show on paper.
Right. So do you think it would be fair to turn somebody down for lack of a degree or lack of a certification?
To a point, no. You kind of just want to, if they don't have a degree or certification, at least see what they know. If they can show you and prove that they know what they're talking about, it's worth a shot.
Yeah. Yeah, again, and it's just, that's more for, it's difficult to prove what you know until you show them what you know. You don't know what you don't know, kind of thing. So, say somebody is kind of like, has a really good aptitude for technology, but they haven't done anything. What would you recommend the first step be to get on the path?
Yeah, well,
the righteous path.
The first step, I think, would definitely be to set up a home lab. That's one of the best things you can do. If you're into networking, go on eBay, buy some, used Cisco gear. If you're into, virtualization or Microsoft, you can get a commodity machine now with, up to like 32 gigs of RAM and quad-core processor, and you can run multiple VMs on that. And that's kind of the best way to start. Because then you can kind of tinker in an environment where you're not going to cause a resume-generating event, messing around with production servers at your workplace.
Right.
And from there, you could go ahead, start to study, and use that lab material in your own home lab.
And we've never done that. We've never yet done testing on a production environment ever.
Of course not.
Ever.